Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Permission to Live in the End. I have been thinking about something that I wanted to stop by and share and discuss with you guys and get your thoughts about. And of course, you know this channel is inspired by Neville Goddard, so I like to read a Neville Goddard quote to get the juices flowing, get our minds pumping. And this quote by Neville says, "You have neither opponent nor helper in bringing about the change within yourself. You have nothing to do but convince yourself of the truth of that which you desire to see manifested. As soon as you succeed in convincing yourself of the reality of the state sought, results follow to confirm your fixed belief. You cannot fail unless you fail to convince yourself of the reality of your wish." And this just reminded me of another time where it was just before I left my last full-time job and started working part-time. And right in between, or when I started working part-time, I also started to want to indulge my love for home organizing. And this has been something, home organizing or organizing is something that I just absolutely have loved ever since I was young. I love going in my bedroom or being in my bedroom and finding different uses for things and putting things and relocating things in different parts of my room and repurposing boxes and stuff like that. But most of all, I love the feeling of when my bedroom was clean. I could just feel this free-flowing energy, and it helped me to come up with my tagline for my business, which was called Rest Assured, and that was years ago. But my tagline is, because it's still my tagline, "An uncluttered space is an uncluttered mind." So that was my tagline for my business back then. And the reason I'm talking about this is because when I started to work my part-time job, as I said earlier, I wanted to indulge my love for organizing. I didn't know anything about organizing except that I loved it. And I spent an awful lot of time back then looking at certain magazines that showed me about the different methods by which to organize, different techniques and all of this stuff that I used to just get so excited about. And I knew that if nothing else, I had a love for this, and it's something that I just wanted to do. And one day at my part-time job, I decided to just let it out, just tell people what I really wanted to be doing at that moment in time. And I said, I want to do home organizing in small spaces. And as soon as I said it, I got my first client. I got my first two clients. Two of the doctors, one was a pediatrician and one was a dentist. They said, "I'll be your guinea pig, so to speak, for just starting your business." Because I told them I just want to feel my way through, see what I like about it, see what I don't like, that type of thing. So they decided they would be my guinea pigs for my home organizing business. My point is, no sooner than I said it, I had two clients. Now, after that, and again, I'm in my part-time job and I'm just sitting there. I knew nothing about marketing, nothing about advertising, nothing about nothing. I just knew I was going to get a client. And from the perspective of what Neville Goddard talks about, he talks about how our bridge of incidences are being created by the assumptions we're making about ourselves. And my assumption was that because I loved organizing so much, And it's just something I wanted to do when I knew that my position on it was to gain clients by letting them know this is a brand new business. I'm feeling my way through it. I just knew, I just was so comfortable with that was my assumption, that I was going to get clients and they were going to be comfortable with my state of being, that this was a brand new business and, I'm feeling my way through. I just knew that. So I'm working my part-time job, and every day inside of myself, I'm saying, I don't know where the client is coming from, but I'm going to get another client. I'm going to start getting clients. Next thing you know, and this was over a little bit of time, I'm not sure exactly how much time, but I would say months. I got my first huge client, meaning this person happened to be a hoarder. And I organized this person's home. It took me a long time because I was doing it part-time, and I also got my brother to help me and all of that. But it taught me what I was in a business and what I was not. But my point is, I got my first really big client for thousands of dollars. And so I consider her my first big client. But my point is that I didn't have to go to school for it, didn't have to get any certifications. My assumptions weren't built on what society likes to tell people they need to do in order to be able to do something. My assumption was I loved it. I did join a home organizers organization, which I absolutely loved because it was home organizers from all over the world, and all kinds of scenarios and different things were being talked about in this organization. So I did do that for my own comfort level. However, the assumptions I was making about myself in the background was what was causing the bridge of incidents, which is what I wanted to stop by and talk about. I also wanted to discuss and have you talk to me about this as well. Are you paying attention to whether you are committed in your mind to things having to take a long time and having to be a process? Are you committed to that in your mind? Because remember, whatever bridge of incidents is being created, it's being created based on the assumptions that you have running in the background. So I wanted to bring this question to the forefront of your mind because it's something that I have had to stop and ask myself. Am I so committed to things having to take a while, take a long time, or be some type of process? Am I so committed to that I'm not paying attention to what Neville Goddard talks about when he says to feel something real as soon as you desire it? Because Neville Goddard says no sooner than you desire something, right in that moment, to assume that it is already fulfilled. And when you're assuming that something is already fulfilled right in that moment, you're having the experience and it's happening already right in that moment, irregardless of the commitment we've made to a long drawn out process or something having to take a long time. So I ask you, are you committed in your mind? And is this something that you have to visit for yourself so that you can let it go and no longer be committed to something having to take a long time or having to go a certain way because that's been your way, and allow what Neville Goddard is talking about in terms of no sooner than you have a desire to assume that you are already in the state of it being fulfilled so that you can have that experience for yourself immediately, no sooner than you have that desire. So just wanted to stop by and chat about those couple of things with you, get your thoughts. And don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to share with somebody you love. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you on the next video.